Real quick, A Farewell to Kings, or AF2K, is a Rush tribute band that's really something special. And they're playing at the Silk Factory, which is located at 299 Washington Street in Newburgh, New York, which is 9/10 of a mile north of my house on the same road I live on. And look it up. If it's anywhere near you, I highly suggest that you attend. And I personally guarantee that it'll be worth the ride for you. And I'd love to meet you, buy you a drink, and I'm sure the band would love to have you there as well. My good friend Adam Searin plays bass and keyboards in the band. I've known Adam for a number of years. He's a bright young guy, a very talented bass player, and taught himself to play keyboards for this project. What do I think is so special and unique about this band? It's, well, first of all, the music. They sound incredible, but just as importantly, they capture the real feel of every era of Rush that they play. The second thing I find really interesting is their ages. It's a 4-member group, and 3 of the guys are between the ages of 27 and 31, which means that they were born a year or 2 before or after the Test for Echo album came out, which was in 1996. And that was about halfway through Rush's career. So I find it really cool that these guys were so inspired by the music of my favorite band that they're reaching back and trying to reproduce this incredible music. That was recorded, a lot of it was recorded before they were born. Aaron, the guitar player, is my age, and looking forward to maybe sharing a bottle of Ensure with him to keep our bone density up. What else? Third, the music. They play just about every era of Rush, and they do all the hits plus plenty of deep cuts. They play a lot of the Necromancer off Caress of Steel, which a lot of bands don't touch, and they play a lot of these songs off my favorite album, which is Power Windows, and they transition gracefully and commandingly between the early raw rock songs and the more textured, technical, keyboard-based music that came later. They just do a great job on all of it. And finally, the gear that they use. Not only have they put the time and trouble into painstakingly recreating the music, but they've worked in a fair amount of instruments and equipment that is period correct. Like if you're into that sort of thing. Johnny the drummer plays a 1981 Tama Superstar kit in a rosewood finish that just like Neil played in the early 80s. Aaron has all the signature guitars, the white Gibson hollow body, the Lifeson Les Paul, Strats, and he even has a Hentor Sportscaster reissue. And Aaron also has an elaborate kind of 3-way stereo guitar rig, and this pedal board that goes on for miles. Adam has the vintage Rick with the badass bridge, a bunch of jazz basses, Rick double neck, a wall bass, a reproduction of Geddy Lee's teardrop bass, and also what I think is his best sounding bass, a vintage Steinberger bass. He also uses an Ashley preamp, as Geddy did back in the 80s. And all his keyboards are the keys that Geddy used back then, vintage and modern Taurus bass pedals, and Oberheim and Prophet synthesizers, and vintage and modern mini moogs. So they really have paid an incredible amount of attention to detail. And I can't leave out the singer Zach. He's got Broadway quality vocal chops, and incredible range and great pitch. Does he sound exactly like Geddy Lee? No, but I'm not trying to be provocative, but I don't think Geddy Lee had a really good voice. He just had a very distinctive voice that suited their music perfectly. And I would describe Zach's voice as Geddy Lee's voice run through a purifier. Just, I think it's really good. All right, enough of this. Hopefully, I'll see you there. What do we got?